Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host today, Avana Intuitive. Hi, Avana.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing very well. We were getting more acquainted backstage and getting to know each other. And I live in the DC area, and Ivana was telling me that she used to live in the DC area. And I just wonder, what was your favorite part of being so close to the our nation's capital?
Well, there were just what I really loved about it when I lived there was it was just such an international city. I used to actually work down in DC at the time, and I would be walking down the street and literally hear like so many different languages and such it was such a vibrancy. And you'd look up in the sky and there would be planes and helicopters, and it was just the just this vibrant place to be. People really with this sounds kind of silly what I'm going to say, but like big thoughts and just big energy and just things really moving forward and that's what I really like. Just this international feeling of energy and moving forward, and that's really what I enjoyed the most about it. You really felt like things were moving forward and happening there.
I felt that too when I first moved here, that a lot of decisions are made
Yes.
here. And I also feel that the embassy row was so impactful for me. Almost a representation of every country that has an embassy here. And when you drive down, each embassy has the architecture of the country itself. And it's so multi-diverse, cultural and diverse in culture, and there's all different people of all different places and all different, and the it's just amazing, and so
Yes.
many people working together for
Yes. Yes.
one common cause. It's really very
And
beautiful.
yes, and that was like when you went on, like when I did have it on occasion to go to an embassy, you were basically on their land with their laws, or you would see somebody driving with diplomat plates on their car. I mean, it was just amazing, like you said, everybody working with one cause and just working together. And it was just a wonderful place to be.
I think so too. And Connie wants to know, where is that? It's Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. We have an embassy row. I think it's on M Street, if I
M-
remember correctly. Okay.
Massachusetts Avenue.
Okay. And and the there's just the diverse types of religious buildings and structures and history and culture, and with every different nationality and every different country there's a different religion, and they all build their own places of worship, and they're beautiful, just
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's lovely, and you see people walking around with their traditional dress on, and it's just every day. It's so
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Yep. She'll have to tell her son he's going there in December. I think it's worth a drive through if he can drive past it. It is really something to see. I don't think it's one of the sites that they want you to see, but um, yeah. And she says, just visiting, says, I love DC. It's a beautiful town and smaller than you think. It is.
Yes, it is.
We were looking for a restaurant and kept going like out. We're not in DC anymore. We kept going because it's only a block wide at
Well,
some point.
well, it was funny because we were heading to the Kennedy Center one night and we kept seeing it on the right, but we had to make lefts to get there. It seemed like whatever you saw on the right, you had to make lefts. If you saw it on your left, you had to make a right. It was always like the opposite. Whatever you saw, you had to make the opposite turn to get someplace.
Yeah, yeah. It's I think it's like a wagon wheel spoke or something. It
Yes.
goes into a circle and then juts
Yes. And
out.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, but it's very interesting, and I love the diversity and the different people, and it's a nice place to live. Really nice.
Yes.
I love it.
I enjoyed it.
Um, mhm. And so thank you and welcome, everybody. I see so many of you are here. OOZZ. I don't know if that's ooze or Oz. And Lark Kemper is here. And Lark, I see your question, but is there any way you can maybe clarify? I'm not sure exactly what you're meant. I see the circle of energy. What say you? But I'm not sure if you can rephrase that for us, because we were looking at it. We weren't sure what the question was. Um, and Just Visiting is here. Candy B is here. Connie B is here.
Hi,
And Venus is here. Just Visiting. Did I say that? And Miss Sherlock. Aileen is here. Hi, Aileen. Um, and Heavenly Best Blessed Honey. So nice to see everybody. So Avana and I are going to be doing some readings, and Avana is a intuitive card reader. She is a psychic and a medium and a card reader, but she mostly works with her cards, which is absolutely beautiful. And a lot of my co-hosts do read cards, and I do just the regular without the cards. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I like a straight intuitive. I love that.
I really do love cards, and I do use them for myself, and I do, but when I'm on here and I have to hold it up and do the chat and connect, it's just a little slower. So I like to yeah, I've just
Absolutely.
gotten
However
into a
it
habit.
works, right? I know it. However it works best for everybody. That I love that everybody can do whatever works for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, and Miss Sherlock says, I live in DC suburbs, Old Town Alexandria, and I've lived here for 68 years and love it. Wow.
That is
You
a
know,
beautiful, yeah, area.
it is. It's really very quaint, and I love the architecture and the houses are like only as big as a door, and you're like, how the heck? And they have all the gas lanterns there. It's really beautiful place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Too bad King Street used to be filled with all different types of privately owned businesses, and now you see like Old Navy there. You're like, Old Navy,
Navy.
what are they? Or a Target there, and you're like, why is there a Target here?
Right,
Like it just
right.
doesn't seem right in Old Town.
I would agree with that. I haven't been there for many years, but I would agree with that.
Yeah, they still have some, little restaurants and little places along the way. But I did some training there. There's the Sacred Circle Bookshop,
Oh,
and and I
that's
took a
nice.
lot of classes there, and I used to drive to Alexandria a lot, and it's about an hour away from me. Um, Yeah, Venus, I do see your question. Thank you very much. Um, and Sharon, I see your question. Christine is here. So nice to see you. Sherry is here. Hello, everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with Sharon because I think I may have missed her on the last one. So Sharon said, may I hear from my guides or angels, please? Very nice.
Absolutely. Let's see what we got.
If you want to go first, Savannah, you can because it might take me a
Sure.
minute.
That's okay. Absolutely. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here and see what I get. And I really am getting some just beautiful cards for you, Sharon. I love that. Oh, very nice. The first card I got here was this Three of Cups card. This is my absolute favorite card of the deck, the Three of Cups. This really represents celebration, abundance. You can see these three ladies standing here. They happen to be looking, I believe, at the Big Dipper here, but I personally feel that they're looking at the Pleiades star system, which, that to me, the Pleiades represents, just like this higher level of happiness, love, beauty, again, abundance, joy, celebration, especially with the holidays coming up. I love that they have their arms are interlocked and just all gazing in the same direction. So you know what, looking up, almost like you looking up to your spirit guides or asking for your angels, and that, you know what, don't continue, I'm hearing, continue to keep asking us for guidance and help. We can't help you without you asking and inviting us in, although we're there to always be around you. Continue to keep us, to keep us in that inflow with you. By doing that, I love this. You get this temperance card. Look at your spirit guides sitting, they're right above you. They're sitting there right around you. You're very much in balance with them. They're letting you know they're here and they hear you and they're around you. They absolutely enjoy, the fact that you are, always in contact with them with this balance. I love that for you. And they're saying that they watching you really turning water into wine, turning lead into gold, really making, changing these elements into taking what you can during, taking what kind of life is handing you and making it better and knowing that everything is always working out for you. And I love this wheel card. You know what? The wheel's spinning, the life is spinning around, but you know what? You're always moving with it. You're always dancing. You really have a beautiful ability to dance with life and to just take what comes and just move along with it. And you know what? It rolls right into this last card that I got for you, this meandering pathway, which says flow. You know the magic of how to work through life. This beautiful spirit guide, like the magic of having your spirit guides around you, the magic of life. You absolutely know how to do all of that and bring that in and just flow through life. And by that flow, you with that flow, I just heard you glow and you grow and you glow. So just really on the right track there, Sharon. I hope that resonates.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So Sharon, what I was hearing from your guides, and I love that reading, and I really resonated with the way that the I guess the Wheel of Fortune, when it's not a solid ground. It's constantly moving, and we constantly need to keep readjusting our feet or our grounding or our balance, and it's constantly moving. And I love that, and I love that the spirit guide came in. That was really very impactful for me. And I see, Sharon, they asked if you have a cloth, and I see you putting a cloth out on a table or out on like a little altar area. And if you have a little, flower, or a picture of flowers, or if you have like a little bell, or if you have like little uh, you know, crystals or gems, or something that you can lay around that are pretty and meaningful to you. And if you like incense, you can burn incense, but have a place where you have just a little corner, or you can put a little cloth down and have a moment of ceremony, have a moment of intention, and you can just be in this area, and this is the area where you intend to connect with your spirit guides and angels. And then just write down, you can even pull cards and get inspiration, but I'm hearing that you can write down certain words of inspiration, and then that would be something for you to work on throughout that week. It's almost like there's a purpose or a focus or an intention, rather than just waiting. They're saying it takes you to take action, or it takes you for intention in order to make that connection. But I do see you with a cloth, and I do see you having like little things around in on that altar.
I like that. Yeah.
So Sharon O'Brien, let me know if that resonates with you. So everyone, just as a reminder, we do request that we participate together, because it's really important to have your energy. I should have asked if she was here first. I mean, she was just the question was really
Oh yeah,
new,
we
but
just started. Yeah.
um yeah. All right. Well, we'll just give Sharon a few minutes there. So I just want to go through this a little bit more, Lark. Lark had he wanted to know, he said, wife has cancer. I was shown a particular manner of a circle surrounding her and pouring energy, love into her. I have a specific picture. If you've seen it, you would understand it's the merging of two souls sharing love. As you know, I don't dream. I got a vision of this specific picture in and my son's friend. Is it your son's friend's wife? Because I think that that's what it was. But yeah, absolutely. It's. I think that it is intention, prayers, sending others healing will help them. And there's no certainty of a uh, a full recovery, but what it is that the most benevolent outcome for their journey, whatever their journey is, that it be gentle and loving, and this is what we can ask. But yeah, I definitely think that uh, having an intention, whether in person or, just a prayer group to send loving, healing energy to somebody, especially with what they're going through, but also to have the hope and the inspiration that, technology is rapidly improving and changing, and there's always new different things for them to try. So with that, try not to think of it as being something detrimental, but something that is eventually going to she'll overcome. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think it's important to remember that, because that word has an old, but it's not the same as it was before. There's so many advanced technology and research now that it's just not the same type of a sentence as it used to be. How about you, Ivana? Do you have
Oh,
any?
I totally agree, Jean. My cancer has touched my life in many ways and with many people over the years. I mean, many, many times. And I agree with you. The research, the different technologies, the different medicines, and just treatments out there are just unbelievable. And you know what? I pray, I send prayers, I send energy, loving, healing energy, and you get visions. I've gotten visions and things, and I just hold those dear, and I just send love, light, and energy to the people I know, my family members and things. And you know what? It not only, I think, helps them, also to the doctors and the nurses and all the people that help them, that send that loving energy, that healing energy to everyone involved in their care to them. Because you know what? I just believe that it just softens and helps the entire situation, but it also helps them, and it also helps me too. So sometimes I think in my situation with people that I've known, I have felt a little bit helpless, but it gives me a purpose also in their care and in their well-being. So I think it helps on many levels. I really do. And again, um I you know I have no control over things that have happened, with some of the care and the health of my family and my friends. But at least I've done what I can, whether that's in physical help, but also in spiritual help, and just sending what I can do, whatever level I can. And all that's all I think any of us can do to move forward, and to move through it. And it's a journey, and it's a mental journey, a physical journey, an emotional journey, a spiritual journey. They're on every level. I've learned something.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, thank you very much, Lark. I appreciate
Yes.
that question, and all the best to you and your family. And hope, we wish you a speedy recovery,
Yes,
or
all the
we wish
best.
them, your loved ones, a speedy recovery, and that, the most benevolent outcome for everyone concerned. And I see Kelly from Dozen Cats is here. Hi, Kelly. Nice to
Hi,
see
Kelly.
you. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Um, Okay. Oh, okay. She said, I am here, just not typing very well. I have baubles like that, but I don't like incense. I'm going to try East West medicine to help my issues. Haven't given up. There you go, Sharon. Good for you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Good for you. Okay, so let's see who's next. I have just visiting, and after just visiting, I have Candy B. So Candy, Lark is in tears.
Aw.
All the yeah, everybody's supporting Lark and saying all the best to you, wishing you the best. Aw. Okay, so just visiting would like a reading.
Okay. Here we go. Just visiting.
So just visiting, yeah, Connie, you did make the list. Just visiting, I wanted to, first thing I saw for you is that even though you're just visiting, I got that specifically this time. They want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to be here now, is what I hear. Like even though you're just visiting, they want you to be here now. Like be where you are fully and present. Be present and be aware. They're just saying that it's important for you to for all of us to sort of take stock in what is going on in our life at this very moment, sort of like within our vicinity, with the four walls around us, with the chair that we're sitting on, and the air that we're breathing, and the loved ones around us, whether they're pets or loved ones, or and just see the miracle in it, and take stock in what is available and what is truly, like, I want to say a miracle, but just what is, I'm trying to find the word. Um, just something to be grateful for, and something that is already a miracle. You know what I mean? Like count your blessings, and be in this moment and appreciate this moment. And it's almost like it helps to ground us. It helps us to understand that we're not, 5 steps forward or living in the past. It really helps to ground us, to keep us aware, to help our energy build, and to strengthen our standing, and sort of just get a little bit more consistent with each step that we take. How about you? Oh, I'm sorry, Ivana. I did that whole thing with you big. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm not worried. That's, believe me, not worried at all. Well, just visiting, the first card is funny because I kind of got the same reading as Jean. The first card I got was the Six of Cups, and this is kind of like nostalgia, like thinking maybe having some nostalgia thought, the past, looking like the past is better, or having those nostalgic thoughts. I think around the holidays we all kind of like those memories, holiday memories. Okay, things are maybe a little bit. You have those like sugar coated memories of the past, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's great. I mean, having childhood memories and things are great, but kind of moving forward, because you're having this time of rebirth. Moving forward, and being in the present, and knowing that there's a new, like a new birth. I mean, a rebirth in your life, moving forward, taking what you have and really creating this new beginning for yourself. It's coming. It's ready. It's ready. It's like I see an egg cracking, like it's ready to burst forward. And I love this for you, because then you get this Queen of Swords card. She's moving forward. This is a card of movement. There's the wind blowing. She's looking forward. She's leaving the past behind. And I just got the chills as I said that. If you're ready to do that, okay, and sometimes, we're just not ready, and you don't have to make a huge change. It doesn't have to be a 180-degree change, but baby steps. It's time to find, may very well be time for you to start to really leave the past behind and take those steps. Find people that are like of similar thoughts thought process, and the, like, if you see somebody that's doing what you want to do, start to connect with them and move forward. And then the last card that I got for you, because when you do that, you end up also in this King of Pentacles, this leadership. He's sitting here because he has created that lifestyle and that future, and he's created that company and that family, and now he's enjoying it. Okay, so she's creating it as the queen. He's created it and he's enjoying, the like the fruits of his labor. So you have all that available to you. You know, it's okay to be kind of enjoying the past and having those memories, but don't get stuck there. It's like I feel like the universe really wants you to push ahead and move forward. You have some dreams that you are ready to start moving forward on. So so
Yeah. She said,
see, there
that's
you
cool.
go.
She's,
Yeah,
mhm.
and go ahead and retire from my job. Yeah, okay. That's up to you. Only you know that. But there's certainly time to, only if it's time really for you to retire. But the universe is like, there's a rebirth coming up. So there you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what your cards were saying too. That was really appropriate.
Yeah.
And she has some big dreams. Wow.
Yeah, Kelly
Oh,
said she pulled some cards too. She said big changes and intense passion. I love
very
that.
nice. Very nice. Yep, lots of passion. Thank you, just visiting. So Candy B, if you're here, and after Candy is Connie,
Okay.
and after Connie is Venus. So
Okay.
Candy, Connie, and Venus, just say hi. Okay, I saw Candy. She said hi. Okay.
Okay.
So Candy says, may I have a message from my grandmother, Marcelina Williams? Okay. Let me see what Marcelina has to say for Candy.
Here's what I will tell you what I got, the images that I got. The first thing I got is she's got her hands folded, but she's holding a big sunflower. And she is saying, let your sun shine, okay? She wants you to have that big sunflower energy and let your sun shine. And it's funny because I pulled this card, this hangman card, enough time sitting here watching and waiting and becoming enlightened. You're ready to go out and be the person who enlightens. You're ready to move forward. She knows that she says enough time sitting and learning and watching and learning from different perspectives. It's really kind of time for you to move forward and be that teacher. You're really ready for that. So that's what I got.
Wow, very nice. So, Candy, what I was hearing is, um, I'm sorry, is it Marcelina? Yeah, Marcelina said um, to listen to that very small and faint voice inside of yourself. That it is. She wants you to listen to it and to be quiet, to be silent enough that you can hear that voice, and that voice is your own voice, and it's your soul's voice, it's your soul's vibration. But she's saying to get in touch with this, get in touch with your own soul's essence. And she said to be quiet and to listen to it. And it's a small faint voice at this moment, but she said listen to it and you'll hear it more and more. And I feel like you do hear some things, but you dismiss it as being maybe you just thought you were hearing something, or that you thought, or that it could have been something else or someone else. But she wants you to give them the benefit of the doubt. And she really wants you to connect with your own soul's vibration. And she's saying, because this is who we truly are. And this is how the evolution of humanity is moving forward by being in touch with that soul essence of ourselves. But she really wants you to connect there, and then through this vibration is how you can connect with her as well. She's saying, I feel as though she was a little quiet on the quieter side herself. And she was just saying, like, my dear, you've had it all along. It's almost like the, Wizard
I
of
just
Oz
got the
kind of
chills.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. You've always had it all along. It's always been with you. And she's very gentle. She's not coming through with this big message. She's just saying, listen and be still. And that's what she wants you to know. Aw, she said she's feeling emotional right now. She always used to tell me to go out and get your own. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and be kind to yourself, Candy. Be a little patient there because there's a lot of astrological changes occurring, and things will get better. This too shall pass. So all the best to you, Candy. Thank you very much for your question. And next we have Connie, and after Connie is Venus. Connie says, I'll have oh, wait. This is what she was responding to. I'm so sorry. When it's all in caps, I'm just click on anything. Connie, did you have a question? Oh my, I'm so
I
sorry.
and I
Hmm?
Oh, because Connie B said, "Did I make the list?" Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Maybe I clicked on the wrong thing.
Huh? Yeah,
Maybe
I know because I don't see a question either, and I'm sorry about that. And then Sherry later said, "Did I make the list too?" And I don't. In my, I can only see my chat, so I apologize about that. But I didn't really see a question. Oh, Sherry said, "May I please have a general on finances?" So when we get there, so Sherry wanted a reading on a general on finances.
okay. Connie, I'm not seeing anything. And you know what? Sometimes I don't know why it doesn't always show up, but I see
Right.
this. Did I make the list? But if you wanted just a general reading, we can use this. But if you want something specific, you can put it in.
Oh, I see. Connie, she just said, "May I have a message about work?" She says, and she just put this in, and she said, "I feel like quitting." Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. She just put that in. Yeah. Okay.
So I heard right away, Connie, that if it's stressful for you, it's important for you to take care of yourself and to put yourself in an environment where it is a healthy and stable environment. Um, but in the same breath, I feel they need you there. They need your strength. They need your support. I don't know if like I see you like hooking, you know how you hook elbows with friends, elbow to elbow. I see you hooking elbows with other people. So I'm not sure if you have a united front there. But and they, it's, it's really important for us to put ourselves in a position where um, we reduce the stress around us. Um, it's almost like it's just not always. I don't know how to explain it. I know that the cause is a good cause, and I know that the people are good people. I just don't see like let's say something is resolved. Will you still be stressed, or will you still want to work there? It's almost like after something is decided, I don't see you being satisfied. Like they'll give you an inch and you'll be like, I see that they're trying to make amends, but it's just not making a difference for you. You have bigger goals in mind. Um, I feel as though your expertise is maybe better served elsewhere. And I see that, you changing your environment, you'll be able to be of so much more help to somebody else, rather than the position that you're in right now. How
Yeah,
about
in
you?
fact, yeah, it's funny because here I see you sitting in your power, this Queen of Pentacles. You are sitting there. You have the power. You have the knowledge. You have you just bring like this leadership qualities, the experience, the knowledge, just the whole thing. You've got this. You just sit there. Here you are in the world. Again, the world there, it revolves around you. You've got this. I mean, and then you have the star, you're like the superstar there. You bring in all this energy and this knowledge that you can transfer it anywhere you want. I mean, you can stay there if you want. You can go somewhere else. It's really all up to you, and it all depends on what you want to do. I just heard you're holding the cards, so it really is up to you. And I got this Starry Night card for you, and it says acceptance. If you want to move somewhere else, you will be accepted wherever you go. It just depends on what you want to do. And will it, like Jean said, will it change? Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, they might give a little bit, they may not. I mean, it's all up to you. You're the creator of your universe, so you will certainly find somewhere else. I mean, these cards are just beautiful. I mean, they're just beautiful. They really talk about just the power that you bring and that you bring to the position and to your life. So, you know, well, there you go,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so, but you
Mhm.
can stay there. And you know what? I just heard you can right. And you can make it work for you. I know, right? How beautiful is that card, right? And it's acceptance. You can make it work there, change your perception, or you can make it work somewhere else. That you're in the driver's seat. It's really a very powerful place to be. So that's what I got.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. The grass isn't always greener, but it's really important to make sure that we're maintaining our own, mental health as well. I see you may like just say, for instance, Connie, what would happen if you went to another place and there wasn't any friction and there wasn't any fight and everything was just really quiet and everybody just did their job and nobody like talked about it. You'd be like, well, don't you think lunch should be 5 minutes longer? Or, they're all like, well, like
Right.
there's no, maybe there's something there for you that is showing, helping you to find your own strength. There's
Right.
different reasons why we're in different predicaments. And
Absolutely.
mhm, yeah. But all the best to you. Thank you for being
Yes.
here and thank you for asking your question. So, Venus, are you still here? I don't know if Venus is still here. Yes, she said hi. Okay, good.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't always see. I have to look over here.
That's okay.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Okay, I see you. OOZZ. Okay. Um, and Venus says, could you please tell me? Oh, let me tell you who's next. After Venus is Sherry. Okay, and then after Sherry is OOZZ. Venus says, could you please tell me anything about my future? Okay, I'll do an energy reading for you, Miss Venus. So, Venus, do you like to write stories or record? I feel like you're going to be writing, doing some writing, telling somebody about your story or writing a story. Um, I see theatrical around you. I'm not sure if you like to do plays or skits or children's theater or um, so, Venus, I do also see you getting more acquainted with your spiritual gifts and your spiritual abilities, your intuitive abilities. and gaining strength and insight with your own spirit guides and angels. And maybe this is the writing that you'll be doing. You'll also be writing, doing some writing through. You can start with your angels. They're telling me the angels want to send you some stories or some messages through your writing. I just see a lot of adventure and some charm and what is the enchantment too. So be open to that. How about you, Avana? That was a neat question.
Yeah, I love that. Again, I got this Six of Cups, kind of again looking back on the nostalgia, childhood, having thoughts about the past, but very fond thoughts, no doubt. Having this Ace of Wands, this is like a new creative beginning, but also getting this Seven of Swords card. It looks a little ominous, this card, but really, this is a change in strategy card. This is you moving about and saying, you know what, how do I change things so that I can move forward? And this is kind of like really making some serious, not serious changes, I don't want to say it like that, but really making some material changes, because it's kind of like time. So when you say, what can we tell you about your future, what can I tell you about your future, making some changes, even if that changes. And I'm here, and I don't know why this came up, but like getting up earlier in the day, maybe at 4 or 5 in the morning. I don't know what your schedule is. So if you're writing, you can take from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. to write your book, or to write, or to draw, or do art. I mean, making material changes, not thinking about it, not saying I should do it. And that's just an example, but really making changes right now that you can start these strategy changes, so that you can start implementing these creative changes and making like physical creative changes. Because what happens is you end up with this King of Wands energy. This is like courage, intuition, this leadership, and you start to get the courage. It starts to build up as you're making these changes. It starts to really build your confidence up to move forward. I got this, I will tell you, I got this renewal, frog spirit renewal. You're renewing like your energy, your confidence, you're moving forward. And the next card underneath that I love is this transcending Pegasus. You're transcending, you're like moving to a new level of like consciousness, like you're taking it up a level where you're really moving forward. And I just heard too that as you are kicking into this like new creativity, and you're making these physical changes in your schedule, like where you're really doing something to change things, and writing, or again doing something to put this into the physical universe where other people can see it. You are not only are you transcending, okay, people are going to find your work and they're going to transcend through you. They're looking for you. You're getting the inspiration to make these changes, because people, it's a coin has two sides. It has a head and a tail. You're getting the inspiration because someone out there in the world needs you, needs you. They need to learn from you. They can only hear your vibration. They hear other vibrations too, but one of the people that they're looking for is you. Do not deny the world your gifts. Okay. That's what I heard. So I hope it resonates.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Do not deny the world your
Yeah.
love, your
Your
yeah,
gifts. Yeah.
your gifts. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oof, that was good. I love that. I was right there with you. Okay, so Sherry is next, and after Sherry, I have oh, and Venus said that she thought about writing a story but never told a soul. Okay,
Love it.
interesting.
Love
Well,
that.
okay, so Sherry is next, and after Sherry, I have Stephanie. So just stick around.
Okay.
May I please have a general on finances? So Sherry, can you tell me, just give me a little bit, are you are you are you asking about your investments? Are you asking about your expenses, your outgoing, or are you asking about your incoming? So investments, outgoing, incoming. I just need to know sort of which area I can tune in for you, because a general on finances is it just is a little vague for me, and it would really help if I would know what you're asking about, Sherry.
She said finances are very slow incoming.
Incoming. Okay, good. That's good. Now I have some place to start.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hope they improve soon, she said.
So, Sherry, I feel you have limited ability to be creative and bring additional income in. I feel like you may be overextending yourself as far as your energy. It's almost like you're working harder and they want you to work smarter, work less, more intensity for a shorter duration of time, work smarter. I feel like you're giving 1,000 and getting back, 500. There isn't an equal balance there. And until you kind of uh, understand what your worth is and what your energy doesn't matter, your expertise, your energy, your beating heart is worth. I think it's important for you to either ask for more, raise your prices, or try to uh, try to develop something that is a little more automatic for you. I see that you have no more energy left, and this is you're giving everything, all of your energy that you possibly have in order to create this income. They want you to reduce the amount of energy that you're giving to that little bit, and to create something that is a little more automatic. And they're saying it's important for you to be creative. I don't know if you can uh, offer your services. I don't know what that thing is called. There's like I should write these things down when I hear about them, but when they hire you for a task, it's taskmaster or something. Like if somebody needs a task, like if they need something, proofread or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
it's something about tasks, something, it's a thing. Oh, it's your own business and it's a slow location. I think maybe shortening your hours and doing something else until that location until things change. But I see you're exhausted and you're giving more than what you're getting, and they're not saying to give it up. They're just saying to work during the busy times and close and do something else during the slower times or days. Shorten your days. How about you, Ivana?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Ace of Wands. This would be, wands or creativity. Come up with some creative ideas. With it, like you said, even if it's as simple as changing your hours and not like say manning a physical location. If you can sell things online, if you can put your services online, or do some other type of work during the day or during the slow hours, maybe go work for someone else or whatever, right? You have to come up with those creative ideas. um, and I love this for you because birthing a new idea, birthing a new business. I mean, here she is, the ideas that it's out there. Obviously, you have some time. You might not have all the energy right now, but you can start to move. You have like parts in your schedule that are open, or there's things that you can move around. There's resources that you can move around, that you can take advantage of some slow times or whatever to move things around, because you come out of this. I'm using this Six of Pentacles. Six also, I kind of thought, like, I know June of 2025 is not what you want to hear, but this is a card of balance. You come out of it. It takes kind of some time, but you come out of it with balance. This is actually a card of balance and of like financial balance. So it kind of balances out, but it is going to take some creativity and birthing some new ideas here. But you have it. You can do it. You just have to take some time and really just change some things up and move forward, right? I mean, it's doable. It really is. But yeah.
It's and I think that sometimes situations occur to make us make that change.
Yes.
So see it as a sign. And it's not something that if you wait it out, it'll change. I think you have to make the change. And then when you make the change and you start doing something else for that other time, um, it's almost like if business picks up, you can always go back. But it's important to, you know, conserve your energy and maybe diversify a little bit. So, oh, yeah, that's
Okay. Yeah.
that's really unfortunate. With your own
Yeah.
business, you can't do that? You can't if you own your own business, you can't do anything else. I don't know if you can, maybe sublet your area. Are you leasing an area, or you let somebody come in and, pay you for the space you have or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. But be creative, be creative. So it looks like I missed OOZZ. Um I said that Stephanie was next, but I'm not sure if I said OZ. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'm
That's
going to do OZ real quick, and then I'll
okay.
come back to Stephanie. And OZ, you say your exams are coming up, and it's on February 28th, and you want to know how it will go, and you're having difficulty uh, with your studies. And I think I've read for you for this before, and that's if I don't, if I can remember that I've read for you before, I typically don't try and read it again, but I'll let Avana see how she sees things going. But what I do remember my last reading is they say that it's not how much you study, it's how much you quiz. So have somebody quiz you, practice doing the test. Don't practice studying because I think that you know it, and there's only so much you can look at numbers and do it. It's how much you remember. So you know it. You already know the studies or the whatever it is that you're struggling to get through. It's it's the test itself. It's the being able to recall it. It's being able to realize what the question is and to figure out the question, like how to solve the problem or how to get to the answer. It's the how to, not what. It's not memorizing words or letters or numbers. It's the function of how. So if somebody quizzes you on the test and does like a practice test for you, you'll become more comfortable with how to figure things out. Like I know nothing about math. I'm sure this is way above my scale there. But as you know, let's just say you're trying to learn how to do 12 by 12 and or 12 times 12, and you're trying to remember that, and you're but it's not. They're saying if you had, it's about the question. It's about the way that they ask you the question and how to get to the answer. And it's not just what the answer is or what it is, it's how. So that's where I see might be helpful for you to focus on. How about you, Avana? Are you
Yeah. I
getting?
mean, it's funny because the cards I got this Four of Cups. It's kind of like you're sitting here. Um, of course, my fingers never go to the right. Here you're kind of like not so much bored, but you're kind of like, oh my gosh. I'm just like almost apathetic on all this studying. But here's this cup here. It's the Four of Cups. These three cups are just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I got to keep doing this. But here's this fourth cup. This is like really just, I want to say almost like forcing yourself to stay inspired and just coming up with new ways of quizzing yourself, having someone else quiz you, whatever these tests are, these exams, getting practice exams, going through them, you know, even if there's areas that you are not like trying to really just again practicing those exams, going through them, being if they're timed or whatever it is, again going just keep going through them. If there's parts that you really cannot grasp, get really good on the parts that you can grasp, because you know if there's just something you can't grasp, you can't just spend inordinate amounts of hours on something you can't grasp. You just got to go for the stuff you really know and make sure you get it right. So that's the first. I totally agree with Jean. And then this Three of Pentacles card. This is like the community helping you like create something. This is can you get into a study group, right? This is just constant rote, just practicing, going through it. And that's really going to be what paves the way for you to get through this this paper, the exams, whatever, getting into the study community, talking to, I don't know if you have professors or, teachers or whatever. There's companies that help you study for these exams, getting into those companies, whatever, buying some type of membership, whatever, taking their practice exams, people quizzing, whatever it takes. Now's the time. It sounds like you have until February, so now's the time. It's really.
They want to know, will they get a good score? And I think that's entirely up to you. There's a lot of free will there, and there's a lot
Right.
of variables, but the potential is yours. The potential, we all have this potential to have a good score. And it's everything changes, and the energy is definitely there. So it is possible. It is definitely possible. And I think what you put into it with this kind of stuff is pretty much what you get out of it.
I mean,
So
and
all the
it's universal law. You put out, good, you get back good. You put out negative, you get back negative. I mean, so just get out there and
it's not
study,
it's
work it.
not a foreseen conclusion. It's not. It
Correct.
depends. You can't just sit back and do nothing and then have a good conclusion. But
Right.
it is absolutely within you are, I can tell you're extremely intelligent, and it's not easy. So all the best to you. We send you all the support, and
Absolutely.
thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so next I have Stephanie. And Stephanie, are you still here? I wanted to see if Stephanie is still here. And I see Tim McKee is here. Hi, Tim. Nice to see you. Are you asking for a question? Oh, okay. Tim, are you asking for a question, or are you just trolling my chat? I don't know. Okay. So Stephanie is here. Okay,
Oh,
great. Stephanie says, do I have a romantic soulmate? Can you see anything about them? Sure, I've done this before. And what I do is I tune into your energy, and I try and find the image or the energy of the person that I see is you being around there, Stephanie. So let me see what I can find out for you. Stephanie, I feel like you are very much organized, and I don't know if you're if you're if you're the oldest child in your family. I feel like you have responsibility and you take care of others, or you may even have your own kids. Um, I feel like you're the oldest in your family, um, and I feel like you have responsibility, and you have a lot of it's almost like when you were 7 or 8 years old, you would like start the dinner for your mom and stuff, and you would get the other kids coats on and stuff. Like there's just something about you that you have this ability to help and support others. So I do feel as though this person that you are um, together with, I don't know, I can't say what the relationship looks like, but I feel as though they may be somebody who needs your support, like maybe somebody who's starting their own business, or maybe an artist, or maybe a somebody who is still going through school and maybe needs your support in some way. So, but I feel like you have a natural way of mothering other people, and I have a natural way of helping other people, a natural way of taking the lead and not afraid to um, be supportive. Like you're not looking for somebody to support you. That's not, and I feel like this person who you find is either finishing school, or um, or an artist who's trying to break through, or is a somebody trying to start their own company, and it's a lot of work getting started. I see somebody like this for you, but they have a heart of gold. They have a heart of gold, and they absolutely love you more than the sun itself. It is like you are their sun, their moon, and their whole life, and they love you, and they're really good huggers. They hug you and love you, and this makes you want to support them even more. So I see you saying yes, yes, yes. I can't wait to see what you have, Ivana.
Uh, well, I love that reading because I this is the cards I got. I got the Two of Wands. Here you are. You're so I love this card because one wand here is, it's firmly planted. This wand here, there's you are. You are looking out into the world, and you're kind of with the globe, you know, who is my soulmate, looking out, kind of, have a vision of who the soulmate is, who this person is, what they look like. You can certainly do that, what they bring to the table, who they are, you know. Now you can't say that is who they must be, but you can certainly have a vision of who they are, and and then of course let the universe bring them to you. They, however they look, it doesn't matter, but that doesn't mean you can't have a vision of who you're looking for, and what they bring to the table, maybe what kind of work they do, whatever. But here you are, just, romantically thinking about who you might be interested in, which I love. And then I love this card for you. This is the Magician card. This card you're creating, the universe is creating for you, the circumstances that bring this person to you. This is really such a powerful card because you're setting your intentions, through your vision, you're setting your intentions through the universe, through Mother Earth Gaia, through Father Sky, using all of your tools and, your energies and that to put this out into the universe. The magician creates their reality. They conjure up what they want in a beautiful way. And that is really, what you have the power to do. And, you put it out there, you send it out with love, and you let the universe, bring that beautiful person to you. And then, as Jean was saying, oh my gosh, I love that. Um, and then I have the star card. I believe you said the sun and the moon, and I wanted to say and the stars, because here, this person is out there. They're waiting for you. This is the star is basically, it represents balance. It represents a wish coming true. It can be a wish coming true. Doesn't mean it is, and this is beautiful energy, right? I mean, this balance, this person coming into your life as your sun, your moon, your stars, and really, just you certainly deserve it. You can just have it in your life, this person who you really are just in balance with. And that's what's so nice. Not that you take care of each other, but not that you're taking care of them or they're taking care of you, but that you're walking together and you're looking, not, this is what I love, you're not just looking at each other's eyes, like looking into each other's eyes, but you're both looking forward into the future in the same direction. And that's what I see for you. So I know that can certainly happen for you. And the cards are very positive for that.
Yeah, a real
So
team-like energy, and
yeah.
she really needs that affection and that person who is, devoted to her and loves her, and he really needs somebody who is able to be supportive and independent, and,
Yes.
it's like you both have the same, it's a very beautiful balance, and it's a good team, and I think that's a beautiful thing. But
Yeah.
keep I just love that those cards were really speaking to her, and
Yeah, me
she
too.
said, "Sounds like the thing I'm looking for." Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, um, yeah. But it's absolutely possible, and the more detailed you can be and write down the specifics, and you know, um, write down for everything that you want, everything, every detail. If you want them to be, if you like people who are funny, if you like people who, whatever it is, write down your wants and your desires and create somebody on paper and look at that, often. And I think that I know that prayer also works. I know that my sisters all were married before me, and they were all like, please find somebody for Jean.
I love that.
And now they're like, Gene, you got the best husband.
See?
I know, I know. So prayer also works. And yeah, for sure. She said she's going to make her list.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
See?
Well, that was a fun question, Stephanie. It leaves like opened up and like the any all the possibilities to come forward. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. I am going to be on again later on today. And see, Tia says prayer does work.
Idea.
And I'll be on later today with Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. So I'm going to save my voice and we're going to end the show here. Thank you all very much. I see that Tahiti is here and Tia and Heavenly Best Honey and let me see. Miss Misty Plunkett. I'm so sorry, Plunkett. I'm so sorry we missed you. I see you two sisters were here. Come back again next time and we'll try and get your questions. And yep, and JC was here. So nice to see you. Olivia was here. Oh, so nice to see you guys. I know that and Dozen Cats was helping us all
Thank
throughout.
you. Yes, thank you.
Yep, and thank you so much. And just we really appreciate all of your support, all of your love, being together here and supporting one another. And I want to thank Avana for her beautiful readings and her beautiful cards.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I always love it. And thank you for everybody being here.
Absolutely. And we will see you again. You know what, Ivana, where will you be? Are you going to be having another show next week around the
Not
Thanksgiving
next
week?
week, but the week after, not this Saturday coming up, the week after that, I'll be with Scorpio's son, Scott. Scott.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who
I'll
you'll
tell
be
him
with
hi
today,
for
I'll
you.
be with him in 2 weeks. So
Yeah. Yep. He's an amazing host for sure. We love
he is.
being with him.
He
All
is.
right. Well, thanks again, everybody. Take care.
Namaste.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.